You're listening to Big Blend Radio with Nancy and Lisa, the crazy mother-daughter travel team and publishers of Big Blend Radio and TV magazine. And you just heard I Did You Wrong, one of the original tracks off of the new Shirley-King album. The album is called Blues for a King, and that was with a guest star, Elvin Bishop himself. And I tell you what, this album, everybody wants it. You need it. You must have it. You must. There's no
party
summer
time
without this album. I'm telling you, everybody's on it. And you've got Shirley and her vocals, as you just heard, man. She's a powerhouse of the blues.
Yeah.
She's known as the daughter of the blues for a reason. Number one, she's got the blues, man. She's got it. An amazing, amazing singer. Of course, you know she's also the daughter of blues legend Mr. B.B. King. So that is, awesome too. But the album is out now. You can stream it. You can get it on Amazon, all those places you want, iTunes, everything. It's also available on CD and vinyl through Cleopatra Blues, which is part of Cleopatra-Records, and we love them too. So you can just go to orcd.co/Shirley-King, and you'll find it. But she's also on Facebook under Daughter of the Blues, and she's here. How are you, Miss Shirley-King? Welcome.
I am blessed. How are you?
We're doing good. We're so glad you're here, and your album is you know what? We're taking care of a house for a friend of ours in Colorado, and everybody in the neighborhood has heard it quite a bit and loudly.
Oh my God! All y'all missing is me being there to get the party started.
Oh yeah, well, we would love you to be here because, my gosh, but this is I love your voice. I mean, it's and the music that you've got on there, the songs that you've chosen for this album, you've got the original. So did you write that one?
Actually, I wished I could take credit for any part of it other than singing. That is my voice on there. But everything else was done by Cleopatra-Records. I mean, from the selections of the song, from John Lapton, putting the guitar players there. I had nothing to do with it but singing to a track, send it back to them, and everything else came right from Cleopatra-Records. Everything that you're hearing is the big job of Cleopatra-Records.
Well, they're doing good, man. We feature a lot of their musicians on the show, and it's like, I think we need we need record labels like them. There's just certain ones that are really good, and I love that they have a blues imprint too.
I've never did anything like this before. I mean, they didn't even send me the musical track. They sent me karaoke tracks, and I was like, I don't believe these people what they're doing. They are major record label, and they got me singing to tracks. What is this gonna be? And they got me singing men songs, and it's not even blues. I complain, and now with all the stroking that I'm getting, my head that got so big, I think I'm gonna put on some black fingernail polish and spike my hair and go on and be a rock star.
I love it. I'm in, man. I want to see you perform live. Oh my gosh, because as I was saying at the very beginning of the show today, I was like, man, Etta James, Aretha Franklin, the two of them need to sit down and they would love what you're doing because you've got this. I mean, it's just so real. It's the integrity of your voice is so pure. It is. I'm floored at how good. I mean, to me, it's just you. I know everybody thinks of your dad, B.B. King, and what his voice cut too. It's just like there's nobody other than B.B., right? And you've got that sound, and it's yours, and it's like, wow, the two of you. It's so cool. I'm just really glad that we get to have you here, and then just to hear your music. But do you think once this whole COVID thing, because we want it to go away, that you'll be doing some live shows in the future once those kind of things are allowed again?
I am sure that Cleopatra-Records is going to line up something because my god brother is on two of those songs from the legendary Mr. Joe Louis Walker. And we are so excited to be doing something together and perhaps doing some touring dates together. And that's what he does. He tours all the time. I mean, I've always seen him on the tour, but believe it or not, I never met him before. We just did music on this CD together. We've never been connected face to face. Speaking of that, nobody that's working with me I've ever met. I don't know any of the people at Cleopatra-Records. I don't know the label owner. I never even met John Lapton, and he getting me promoted all over the world. Unbelievable.
Oh, he's a nice guy, man, and he cares. Like honestly, I've been talking with him a little bit, back and forth on, and you come on the show and he introduces Joe Lewis Walker will be on our show on July 24th. We're having a Celebrate the Arts and Music festival, and he'll be on there on the first day. And he is incredible, man. He's incredible.
Well, I know if Joe is gonna be interviewed, I know either I come first, and we was laughing about that the other day because he goes like, yeah, everybody I talk to, they already talked to you, and I said, yeah, and everybody I talk to tell me they're gonna talk to you. So John is really promoting Shirley. Yeah, he is. He's doing a fantastic job. I've never met him before, but God is so good because I've never been respected in the music business. I've been just B.B. King's daughter. I've worked now. I did good work, and once I went there, they knew Shirley-King, but it's always been promoted as B.B. King's daughter. What's her name? So to actually have something happening like this, I'm still pinching myself trying to wake up from this dream. And I just got a thing the other day.
That's the thing. You're being the daughter. That's great. That's what I was saying. It's always such an interesting thing for us too, because we always going to go. When we had Lucas Nelson on the show, and he's the son of Willie Nelson. We had Zakiya Hooker on all the time. You know Lucas?
Yeah, I know Lucas. Of course.
Cool.
He was on the show with. He knows me too. He was on the show with my dad as an opening act, and I was like crying. That should be me. He already got a famous dad. Why are you on the show with my famous dad?
Go get away. Get your own daddy. But it's interesting. Zakiya Hooker, you know her, right? You got to know Zakiya.
Yeah, I know her too. Yeah, I know her too.
And she stood up and said, "Listen, I got my own thing." And it's kind of hard to have that. The presence of John Lee Hooker and B.B. King is Willie or whatever, and you have to do your own thing. And you have got. I mean, you're one of my favorite new music for me. New for me.
Yeah,
I'm loving it.
Well, I'll be glad when Brian hear that, because you know what? He is working so hard. He's like attacking the guys when they don't do what they supposed to do for Shirley-King, and I've never met him. And I'm going like, I got somebody out here fighting for me. Unbelievable. But I just feel like my spirit has came back and said, okay, you did what I asked you to do. You went out here and you worked 30 years and about to make a name for yourself. Now you're able to live on who you are, although you're my daughter, but now they know you as Shirley-King, B.B. King's daughter, not B.B. King's daughter. What's her name?
Yeah, I love that. And one thing I wanted to ask you about is that you worked as an artist in residence at Urban Gateway Arts in the schools program for the Chicago Public Schools. It seems that not only are you out there, kicking butt with your music, but you're giving back and keeping the history of the blues moving forward.
Well, actually, what I plan on doing, and this is a wonderful way for me to do it, because sometimes you need a platform. You need a platform. And now that Cleopatra-Records have gave me a platform as a rock artist, I'm going to be able now to go to schools, because up on the Urban Gateway, I went to schools because, they mainly sold me as B.B. King's daughter. But I was given a program created by my girlfriend. She went and saw me perform and liked what I was doing and put a whole program together of teaching and educating and making it instruments. I mean, this is a complete program that I've never gotten a chance to use. Now I can make it all work together, because I've already told them on tour I want to pick a school every place I play. It can be up to the sponsors of the show. It can be the promoters. It can be, whoever. Select the schools. I want to go in there, and I'm going to donate 30 minutes of my time every place I play to take blues in the school back out there, because with all the music being taken out of the schools, and they wondering why we are acting crazy, because when you take music away from anybody, you know, you go in a doctor's office, what do you hear? You hear music. You go in a grocery store, what do you hear? And so, you know, they're expecting people to be all tame, and they done took all the music away. So I know these kids are going to love it when I come in there, you know, and I'm not charging anybody. I'm actually donating my time so I can keep blues alive in the schools. And my father would love that because he was very much in tune to young people knowing music. And he used to, right before he passed, he would go down to Mississippi every year and do a free concert and make sure the kids got a chance to get on the stage and dance with him and win contests. And he really was happy that I had me a little program called Blues in the School. So my program is created around my father and his cousin, Booker White. And I'm going to love that. I mean, I talk about Willie Dixon and all the other people because I've grown up in a city where I've been around all these people. All these people were my dad's friends. They kind of somewhat crossed my path, or I crossed theirs. So I can talk about almost in them. I can even talk about Junior Wells, that they went and got brought back from the grave to put him on the CD with me.
See, there it is.
I said, man, y'all working for me, Cleopatra-Records. Y'all done went and brought back the dead and put him on the record with me. But I'm telling you, I have so many laughable moments about this CD, even in the studio just crying because I couldn't understand how do they expect me to do this. How do they expect me to do this when all of a sudden, you know, it's not my type of music. I'm a blues singer. They got me doing rock songs here. And I didn't know that the impression that this was becoming for me because I've never been interviewed by so many rock stations. I mean, I'm a rock actor on the stage, but now I feel like a rock star straight out of Woodstock.
There you go, girl. I love that. You know, because even when you look at the Can't Find My Way Home, I was like, oh, cool. It's actually one of my favorite songs. But there it is. See, everyone's cheering for you, Shirley. That's it. Honking their horns for you and everything. But
I'm sorry. I tried to take it where you couldn't hear that, and all of a sudden y'all cheer me this way, and somebody honking like they really hear what I'm talking about. I think this is working out pretty good here.
I think it's good. But then you do have some songs like Johnny Porter and Gallows Pole. I mean, some of those really, I think even now, I don't know, man. Some of this, it's needing to be heard. And I think it's important what you're doing with the education because I think if the minute the education of the blues, and kids love the blues, they love it. But the minute isn't taught, and it needs to be taught for all colors so that everybody gets it. You know what I mean? I think now is even more important.
Let me tell you what happened. When I was going into the schools during the program, I had to leave the program because my program, they had about 80 artists that had to work up under this program, right? And all of a sudden, everybody started, at first, didn't nobody like the blues. And, you know, they was talking about, well, it's a little hard for us to sell the blues program because the kids won't come to the assembly and everything. I went up in there and started being wild and dancing until I got my mojo working. The kids get to dance and having a good time. All of a sudden, I'm the most famous artist in Urban Gateway. And they was like, well, we can't. You know, we got other artists. We can't just hire you. I said, excuse me, you can. If that's who they want, then. So I had to leave because I'm giving kids something that educationally, you know, if they didn't accept that and you got something that's drawing them in, why would you want to do that? So I created my own program because I make kids have fun. I show kids blues is fun because most kids don't like the blues because they think it's old folks music. And when somebody come in there, one teeth in their mouth, I got 3 missing right now. When they come in there and see that, they don't like that. Kids, you have to meet them where they at. And if you're going to tell them something that they don't like, you got to be able to sell it a little bit with them liking it, you know. And I had it where kids didn't want to come to the assembly. I got through, and they sneaking back in the other side of the door trying to come back for the second assembly. So it worked for me. It really worked. But like I said, now I have a platform. Now I can use this because so much have been taken away from the young people in school, and they don't
That's
have
terrible,
any fun things to look forward to. Not only that, I'm going to find fabulous senior citizen places because I did really good with a program called Oak Street. I was going in right after my father passed, and that was me giving back to the seniors, and I loved it. I mean, they be sitting in their little chairs all depressed, and I get to shaking for them and make them think about what they used to do in the old days. They get up and start shaking. The whole senior building on one while they just, I mean, to see the kids do that, to see the seniors do that, and I'm in the middle, I love it. And so I'm going to find places also to find where my seniors are. I'm going to help them go back to their past with B.B. King and some of the other blues people they know. And then they got history for me. So I'm going to use that for them to talk to me and tell me their B.B. King stories. I'm going to be able to share my B.B. King stories. And those are going to be intimate things that won't, you know, you can do the touring dates. If you're off a day or two, you can use the platform to go to the senior buildings. Or, you know, and seniors going to need us after this is over with. They're going to really need something to lift their spirit. Then you can go into the schools that they done lost all the money, the funds, and all that stuff. So I just see me being an overall success with one hit, with one thing happening. And I just got a letter the other day. They nominated my CD for the Grammys. And I'm thinking,
yay,
I started shouting.
cool.
I started shouting and dancing. They would have thought I was in a Holy Ghost church. I was like, yeah, I told y'all. Now you gonna give a lot of money. Here's somebody call my name.
Wait, didn't doodle that.
Yeah, they started fussing at people. You didn't want to pay me no attention. And now Cleopatra made me famous. And now you're going to have to pay for me. I ain't coming nowhere unless I get paid because I'm a rock star.
That's it.
I tell you.
I love it. I love it. You know, I'm glad you're doing it for the seniors, too, because, you know, that's the one thing they've proven over and over again, that music, you know, if they've got dementia and Alzheimer's, that's the one thing they remember is music. And through music, they go back to a sense of place. Maybe they'll remember their first love. Maybe, you know, if it's the blues, it could be like some real good love. You know, you never know what they're going to remember, but it's something good for them, you know?
I saw it in person. What happened, it was so many negative things going on about my father when he got sick and couldn't take care of something no more. The family started fighting over his stuff. People started stealing his stuff, and it was so bad. I thought I was gonna have a nervous breakdown.
I'm sorry.
To the Facebook and started doing Facebook Live. I had so many beautiful people praying for me and encouraging me how I got to do this for my dad. Then I ended up getting hired right after my dad got sick before he passed with this agent that works for nothing but seniors. I went to growing up there, so it put me back in touch with somebody I had lost in that age bracket. 2 years later, I lost my mom to Alzheimer's. I lost my dad to Alzheimer's. So to go back in a place where people were still hanging on and start enjoying me and start dancing and start showing up at the events, wanting to sing. And a couple of times I found that there were some people up there that used to be blues singers. So when I saw what this music was transforming into the seniors, oh, my God, for 3 years it kept me around. 3 years I worked for the seniors. For about 3.5 years I worked for the kids. So having those two things on my plate, if I never got famous, I already had made up my mind. This is something I can give. You know, I'm struggling a little bit, but not a lot because I'm still fighting for my father's legacy. And whatever is due to me, I'm going to get a lawyer and I'm going to get that. I did a book in 2017 called B.B. King, Daughter Fights for Her Dad's Legacy. And the title of the book is called Love is King. It's always been about my daddy. It's always been about my daddy because he was such a great man. even as a senior, he was one of the best men that the seniors could still come and see, because I used to just sit on the side of the stage and look at him and laugh, because he didn't have these people following him around when he was young and they were young. Now he done sitting in a wheelchair and got older. They done got on the walker and they older, but they pushing their walkers up in there to see B.B. King. Do you know how my heart felt when I would see that? My dad lived through a lot of people. Then I saw young kids, the whites, because they were the ones that liked the blues. Our Afro-American kids are not taught to appreciate the blues because their parents don't like it. But I'm looking at kids showing up at my festivals where I did a festival with their little instrument wanting to jam with me. So I've seen this work. Oh, yeah, I got plenty of promo stuff that I got to get out here to John so he can share, so people can see Urban Gateway didn't really create blues in the school for me. I did because if I saw a young group of musicians that wanted to be kind of famous, I let them put a band together, and I went out there and let them be my backup band for performing. And some of them went on to make a name for themselves. You know, I got that
awesome.
all. So I have the proof that I was doing what my dad could not do, and that's why he used to always tell me he was so proud of me, because he saw me doing Shirley-King, even before he left here. Right before he left, December the 24th, he left here in 2015. But when he had got sick and knew he couldn't do it no more, he hugged me and he told me how proud he was of what I was doing and how happy he was that I did what he told me. And I saw that. I saw that my dad was saying, well, honey, now you can pick up and carry on, because I did what I can. I'm at my end now, and I want to see you remember you are doing this because you want to do it, and you are going to be big because that's what you're going to keep working towards, and you're going to always be my daughter. But you don't have to be famous on B.B. King name. That's why my father passed, and people went to suing him, and some of the band members went to want to use B.B. King name and want to exclude me. I didn't have a problem with that because my dad didn't have me working with his band when he was living. So I shouldn't have worried about it. One of the sisters that needed that kind of attention, she got with the band, and people were showing up because they knew me, and they thought, well, you should be working with B.B. King band. No, I shouldn't, because Shirley-King has her own band. She don't have to work with B.B. King band. Shirley-King can be the opening act, and they didn't want that cut. Shirley-King can tell from stage, okay? So don't too many people want to be on the stage with Shirley-King unless, we all got our little act. But like I said, I waited. I was depressed. I prayed. I waited. I got on Facebook, had my own radio, TV show to my Shirley-King in the bathroom, Shirley-King in the living room. I just blew Facebook up. And I believed that I was going to do it. And now I guess I'm going to have to get another TV show called Shirley-King Big Headed with the rock group now. Because it's just been amazing. It's been amazing. I can see myself having a real TV show now. You know, my dad was a DJ, right? I can see myself having a real show now. Because, man, it's been sweet to talk to people that acknowledge these legendary guitar players that people had forgot. Well, if B.B. King had many of our kids, Willie Nelson, son, and my dad have let many people be kind of like his opening act, and he didn't want me to be an opening act. He said if he lived long enough, he might have been my opening act, and I believe that. So the thing is, when I see a big old sign up there, I got people used to laugh at me when I talk about the son being B.B. King. But now they be, hey, we see Daddy up there. Daddy shining today. So, I brought people around to my way of thinking that my dad has never really left this earth. His body left, but his spirit is just moving around because he loved the blues. He worshiped the blues. That was his life. That was his world. And so now to just be around and see it becoming something greater, because he always wanted to see blues be accepted. He wanted it on TV. He wanted where blues music is played on different radios. He had a vision for blues, and I think that he knows that some of us are going to carry on. So I'm happy to see, you know, all the
Yeah.
different people that gave me a chance through John. These are people he had worked with over the years, so he knows those kind of people. And he must have told them, hey, I want you to do BB's daughter. Because they came
Mm.
right on, never met me before, and they ain't calling asking for no money. Ah!
No, there it is. But I mean, Alvin Bishop. I mean, it's really the when you look at the list of people you're playing, Pat Travers, you've got Robin Ford. I mean, there's so many. And then the music is great and the singing is powerful. And it's like I really listen to this. I'm like, I need to. We're going to be driving to Lubbock, Texas tomorrow, so we're going to be waking Lubbock up at first thing at dawn, going, take a listen to Shirley. I'm going to play Shirley-King outside Buddy Holly's old house. Like, listen to this.
I love that. Make sure you send that part to me because I'm gonna tell you one thing. The fact that the legendary people that I have on the CD, guitar players, I had to research. I had to Google search these people because I didn't know them. And here's somebody that done had something to do with Stax. I'm like, whoa, okay. I remember when Isaac Hayes came and stole my female vocalist, and then somebody else at Stax stole my male vocalist. Now I done got with somebody that's been part of Stax, so I might have to do hold on, I'm coming. Ain't no telling what I might. Ain't no telling what I might have to do next.
I love it. Oh my gosh. Well, you know what? I can't wait. I want to see you. Nancy and I both want to see you perform live. That's on my list to do. So I'm going to be watching for as things progress here, and let's get rid of this thing that we have, whatever it's called, that little pandemic that's going around. It's not little, but it's annoying. So once that's over,
they just need a Shirley-King party standing on the sidewalk. I'm about to jump out of here now and get in front of Walmart and help these people not be mad because they standing outside. I'm finna perform a little bit and get it going on and make them happy. That's all they need. They need the music back. We cannot live without music. We are beings that need music. So when you take away that and lock us up in the house, now we know how animals and things at the zoo feel. And the animals walk around freely looking at us saying, oh, look at you. Oh, you wasn't laughing when we was locked up. They walk around stopping traffic and I'm telling you, it's a
and that's why we leave packages for you, little presents, because you didn't take me outside. Well, I'm going to leave you a present and let you know this is how I feel. That's it.
Okay,
right.
There it is. Somebody needs to write a song called "Don't Poop in Your Own House."
Yeah, don't.
Girl, you don't know. Now that's a good idea. Now I might have to do that. I might have to add that to the list. Child, go on my Facebook page and see me. I be clowning on the stage. I love doing songs that talk about something. I'm the hoochie coochie woman. I love talking about something. I'm straight out of Chicago, real Chicago blues.
Oh man,
that's a good idea. I love it.
Oh man. So we really appreciate you being on the show. I love the album. You got to come back. I think we should have the daughters show. I think you and Zakiya should come on together. We'll do a Facebook thing or something.
We almost started working together, but sometimes what happened with the female daughters legend, everybody is intimidated. Somebody gonna get more attention than the others. Cause we had just really started talking and talking about, getting together. But you got to remember, my father stayed here so long to get every bit of the attention. So when people would come somewhere, we only did 2 shows together, and that management has more problem than I think we artists. But her manager felt, Shirley-King getting all the attention. B.B. King is still here. He's getting the attention. But if we see it from the point of view, I had one female blues legend daughter that we just worked it because she would come on stage. She loved singing Let the Good Time Roll. I loved doing her father's song, Willie Dixon. Me and Shirley Dixon, we just, oh my God, we came together like peanut butter and jelly. But the rest of the daughters I tried to work with, it's a competition thing, and I can't help it because all this showmanship I got, that came natural from watching everybody on stage with my father, James Brown, Jackie Wilson, Sam Cooke.
Yeah.
I grew up watching show. I didn't grow up in a household where it was just blues. I grew up in a place where I was going to see my dad, and he was on stages with show guys. So I watch, and I watch real careful at what you need to do on stage to perform. And like I said, then I came to Chicago and started seeing all the soul artists and everything. I was a girlfriend of Al Green for about 4 or 5 years. I mixed in with all that I needed to know. And I was also really great in school learning how to act. That was supposed to be what I was going to do. But I changed my mind when I came to Chicago, and my boyfriend married my girlfriend. See, I got the blues. I didn't know that's what it was, but when I wanted to kill my girlfriend, I had the blues, okay? Because I would have ended up on Porsche Farm down there in Mississippi. But I really started feeling like, oh, I can do this, because the blues is something, if you do it from the soul, you make people so happy, where if you do an R&B song, it has to be a hit for you to be somebody. You can sing the blues and never be famous. I toured all over the world. Iceland, France, Paris.
Yeah.
I went everywhere singing the blues. So I know that the blues is nothing to not make better. I know it just takes sometimes other people, when the Rolling Stones and everybody decide they want to sing the blues, look how famous it got. My daddy got famous because he was on stages with people like that. So now, hopefully, it became my time to be on stages with, these famous guitarists that's been on there. I look forward to being on the stage and one of them walk up in the room and I holler who they are, and all they fans sitting there go crazy. They start following me around because they know who owned the record with me, or either if I go to their show and, and they doing their thing and I walk in, hey, we got B.B. King doing. We was on her album and they called me up on stage. Just look how good that's going to look. You know what I mean? It's taking me out my comfort zone. So I am just, you don't understand. I'm a God-fearing person, and I know this has to be my Father and God looking out for me up above. I know it without a doubt.
Cool. That really, I think it takes time, and every, that's the thing people don't understand about musicians. It's like, yeah, pay them for their gig. Not here's your free beer and your free food, right? Pay, and it isn't just each gig. It's this lifelong of every step, every note that he's saying. There's so much blood, sweat, and tears that goes into being a musician, a singer, a performer. And the performance, the showmanship, Nancy and I talk about that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Even now, what I want to know is, what happened to musicians' photos? The musicians are just standing there. There's no, I want the performance. It's like, here's the band photo, and they're all standing there. Just standing there.
Staring.
Like, why? Why are you doing that? Move your
well, you well,
look at the temptation.
Well, that's how I used to intimidate everybody, because I got my first blues job. I had to turn it loose. They done got me up there on the stage, and I was excited and forgot I didn't know no blues lyrics, and ran up on the stage, and the place jam-packed. And they just said, B.B. King daughter. Everybody sitting there excited, waiting. And I got up there and didn't know the words to the song. And I kept saying, got my mojo working over and over, because that's all I knew. Honey, I put that mic on the mic stand, and I started shaking everything I had. I was shaking and singing, and then ran over there and sit in the owner's lap and started shaking in his lap. I said, I'm going to get that job. I don't want no day job. Wait a minute, I done stopped dancing. I need to be in showbiz. I'm finna get this job. He told me he didn't hire nobody. He didn't find nobody to hire nobody. Baby, in less than a month, I was working at that club 3 and 4 nights a week. And it was the place where they had a line of people waiting to get up in there. I shook my way right on in there. Yes, I did. It did help to have B.B. King's name on mine, but, people was coming up in there because they know with Shirley-King, they was going to see a show. It just happened. It was a good thing. to be B.B. King's daughter. But when I got through, when you read any of my interviews, they going to always talk about my stage performance. That's what I'm known for.
I want to see that because you've got the spirit, and in just hearing you too. But here's the thing too. You talk about here's the, your dad, being B.B. King, and then there's that, I'm going to go out and make my own name, and you cannot, like Lucas Nelson can't ride on. He's made his own name. He's done his own thing, but he works with his dad and everything. But you've got to be good if you're going to do it, because you can't use the name if you're not good, because you do one show, and if you suck, that's going to spread quicker than wildfire than someone who doesn't have the name. I feel like it's more pressure on them.
Well, I think that needs to be mentioned to my sister that decided I'm going to take this legacy and run because I'm B.B. King. I said it ain't going to work, because you know what happened to B.B. King's daughter? Everybody that wouldn't pay no attention to you going to pay attention to you so they can talk good about you or not good. And I said, come on out here. I've already worked and kind of did my thing a little bit. Come on out here, and I put my arms around you. And she arrogant and talking all crazy. Came out here, people started talking about a performance. And one lady she was up there bragging, talking about her dad. She better than her dad. She wasn't even good as somebody I done saw in elementary school. Oh, my God. Then the lady messed around and thought it was me. You should have saw me getting that straight. I said, no, ma'am, lady. You Google search Shirley-King, daughter of the blues performance, and I guarantee you will never see me up there talking against my dad, because I know where it came from. I know everything I pretty much know about show business. I learned it from my father and his friends. So, and I wouldn't disrespect my father like that, because I'm a daddy's girl. I've always been in love with my father from the time I was 2.5 years old up until he left me in 2015. So I would never go on nobody's stage and disrespect my father. Then when she Google searched and saw it wasn't me, she felt bad. I said, you should, because if you Google search, you will never hear Shirley-King, B.B. King's daughter, said anything negative about her dad. Never.
No, and he's done so much for so many artists. That's the thing. It just even looking what he did for you too. Look, even what's his name, Simply Red. I remember seeing Simply Red, the pop artist, up there with his little red hair, and getting up there, and B.B. King got him to hey, this now you got to get deep. He taught people. He taught people to be real. Yeah, have you seen the thing with? I didn't
know that.
Oh, I'm going to show you.
Oh my God.
You got to Google Simply Red and B.B. King. No kidding. It's like a huge. It was like I remember being just floored, and I never thought of how his voice could be blues, and it just was he sounded so much better. I mean, he's a great singer and everything, but B.B. just, I don't know, when people sit down with him, there's a whole bunch of musicians. I think even Derek Trucks was in there, maybe. There's a whole bunch, but he brings out the best of people. That's from what I've experienced and seen, I haven't, not in person, but, on YouTube, videos of concerts and everything. You could just see everybody wants to be the absolute best that they possibly can when they're on stage with him. And I think that's a great talent.
Oh, my God, that is so beautiful. Now I'm going and find some of these famous people and say, okay, it's my turn. Let me show you how to entertain. I can't show you how to play Lucille, but I can show you how to shake a mean hip if you let me. Oh, my God. That is so cool.
I want to see that. Hey, listen, people do the squat? We always talk about this in blues when it's really good. There's the squat dance. There's a period of the concert when all of a sudden somebody decides that they can squat, and we call it the squat dance. Normally towards the end of the evening, a woman will get up there and suddenly she's she's shaking it down low, and then she can't come back up half the time. Does that happen?
That might be, out of being a rock star, I might be able to stand there and sing rock, but if I try to get down like I used to, I'd make it part of the act. I said, somebody come help me because I can't get up. I can get down, but I can't get up.
That's a James Brown right there.
I can get down, but I can't get up. Somebody help me. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's already part. That's right. That's already part of my act, girl. What you talking about? Should I use that in my act, right? Go and sing for the perform for the seniors, I get down and be wiggling and twisting. I said, "Hey, sir, excuse me." And he looking at me like, "What you? Get over here and help me up, because I done got down. I can't get up."
Oh, I love that. I love that.
That's too funny.
Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. Thank you so much for joining us. We're going to close with the Hoodoo Man Blues, since you got Joe Louis Walker on there, right? And then you got your other dude on there, Junior Wells. So we thought we'd play it so everyone can hear this, and I love it. And I love this album. So thank you for doing it.
Got Junior Wells straight back from the grave. Came here just to help Shirley-King.
That's it. See? She's got power, I'm telling you. She does.
I love you too. Y'all making my mojo work. I'm messing around to get out here and find somewhere to do a show.
Yeah, well, if you're outside of Walmart, man, you got to turn the music up and get people, they need to shake it.
I'm going to go and do it right now. I ain't going to turn the music up. I'm going to jump out and turn me up.
That's it. That's it.
You got me going here. You got me really stirred up. I was nice.
When you go in Walmart, make sure you go down all the wrong way. Go the one way street from Walmart
the wrong way.
Oh Lord, so I can get some attention, huh?
Yeah, that's it. Okay. Tell them and make them pay for it too.
Y'all bad girls. I can't be hanging around y'all. I see y'all can get me in trouble.
Oh, she can't. She's up there. She can't have that happen. She's the daughter of the blues. I love that you're the daughter of the blues. That's so good. I love that. I love that. So here it is. Hoodoo Man Blues, Shirley-King. The album is out now through Cleopatra-Records. You can get it anywhere you want. The album, again, is Blues for the King, because it is,
Yeah.
So go get it, Blues for a King. Go check it out. Go on Amazon, Google, all those places. You can get the album, the CD, and the vinyl. The vinyl, too. See, this music.
Hey,
I need a...
Isn't it here?
That's awesome.
Now people going to have to go back out and buy their record players.
I know, but it's good. I want a record player for our car because we travel full time. We need a record player in the car because that's the best, So someone, please make me one. I'm just saying, every time we do this on a show, I talk about this. We want a record player for the car. So I'm just saying.
Cool.
Thanks.
Okay,
I know
could you request two? I need one too, because I'm finna get me a red Toyota truck so I can be out here running up and down the road. I don't want to be flying. I want to be going through cities so people be following me like they used to follow my dad on the bus. I can't afford the bus right now. So I'm going to give me a big red Toyota truck.
Oh, Toyotas are good. We drive a Toyota too. We got a RAV4, and her name is Mulva Cleopatra Doppelganger. Check that out. Her middle name is Cleopatra because she knows.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I am serious. I didn't think about
serious.
it until now. It's true. Mulva from the Seinfeld episode. Sorry, everybody. Mulva, she can be whatever she wants. Mulva Cleopatra Doppelganger. And that means she can be who she wants when she wants. And if she needs to be a boy on a road and be like, if we're going down a dirt road that's, really
she gets
not a
to
good
be a
thing
boy.
to do, she knows how to do it. She knows how to do cities. She's a good girl. Mulva Cleopatra Doppelganger. And so if her name is Cleopatra in the middle, that's her middle name, we need a Cleopatra record player. We want a Cleopatra record player.
I love it. I got to hurry up and look over what you guys see. We're a team right here. I can see how Thelma and Louise ain't got nothing on us. We're going to be Thelma, Louise, and Shirley.
That's it. Thelma and Lee, that is us. I mean, we're mother-daughter. We're loud and proud. And that's
it.
All right. And I guess, let me see, mother and daughter. Okay, I'll be auntie. So it'll be auntie, mother, and daughter. Okay,
that's it. That's it. We're a force. Hey, the three amigas. I like it. The three amigas.
I like that. You hurry up and be friends on my Facebook page, girl. I got to blow y'all up because you my kind of people. Oh, Lord, I don't have too much fun here.
Thank you. But
I should be paying y'all for this interview. It's so good.
Oh, no, this is the blast. You're making our day. Are you kidding me?
Fun.
Good music, good conversation, fun, and really, really, I have to tell you, I really, really appreciate. I know Nancy too. I speak for both of us. You appreciate what you're doing for the seniors, and appreciate that for the youth. We do a lot about what needs to happen in our schools. What's happened in our school system is absolutely disgusting. Taking the arts away, taking music away. It is horrific, and it's not getting any better. And there's a lot of communities. Some cities get stuff, but there are communities where the kids' library is, the last book was put in 1940 or something. So
they
it's
took everything.
Yeah.
They took everything. Now they done took away their social life, because what kid is not happy not being around their friends, even if they fight with them? It's better to be around them than to have that, making them unsociable. Then that turns them into vicious little kids. They are brats then. So, they doing some bad stuff here. Not good.
No.
Not good.
Well,
but I'm glad we understand, because you know what? I have another song out that has not been released called Turn It Around. And then another song that I recorded on another CD that has not been released called You Can Do It. I think we need to worry about changing things around. So I'm going to, if you text me a mailing address, I'm going to get all my original not played music on there, because if you think you like what you done heard on that CD, wait till you hear some stuff that didn't get even released that I played around with in the 70s and 80s and 90s.
Oh, I want to hear that.
30,
I love it.
I
want to hear that.
Songs.
Oh, my God, they should release that. Just even, come on. I mean, right now, it's time to change things. And it's up to us to make the changes that need to happen in this country, whether it's education, racism, God, even here, healthcare. Look at this, the COVID thing, all of that. We need to make the changes, and it's up to us to do it with whatever we have in society, whatever we can, and we have to work together, lift each other up, not down. Period. That's my saying for the day.
I think we finna do it. I really think we finna do that, because, like I said, it takes a few good people thinking positive to make positive things happen. And all this hate and everything is making people not think clearly. People are getting in fights about little or nothing because they're frustrated. You can't frustrate people and expect them to be normal. They become animal-like. And so I think that when we're talking about doing things, it has to start somewhere. And one thing about women, we are motherly instinct. So we believe in turning things around and changing things and making sure that things are done right. We know that. That's why they need to hurry up and get a woman president. Like our mayor here, she don't play around. She out there walking around with some clothes on like an ordinary person going, get in that house. That's why right now, it's so funny. You got to love this woman. I'm going by the fact that, she, by her being, who she is, people don't want to respect that. But you know what? You got to respect the fact she ain't playing with this mayor position. She put on her pants and her coat. Get in that house. Wait, you ain't going to do this. Well, we mad at her. I don't care about you mad at me. And look what's done happened because she's doing what she's doing. She's running this big old Chicago city like it's her home. She's taking care of the business. And so when we women decide something ain't right, we can change it. That's what's getting ready to happen. We can change things, but we don't get a chance to be the out front person. That's like when I finally saw Ella Jane. I was so happy to see a woman on stage because I had been seeing nothing but Jane Brown, Jack Will, and I said, I guess Jane Brown is right. This is a man's world. Until I saw Ella Jane, I said, it's a man's world with now a woman in it. Oh, boy.
Yeah, oh, man,
I was so happy to see Ella Jane.
Oh. Etta James, man, she gets down and she puts it out. She is just,
tell me about it.
Man, I mean, Hound Dog. She did Hound Dog. I'm sorry, I love Elvis, but she did Hound Dog. She did Hound Dog, and I mean, obviously, she didn't write it, and neither did Elvis. But think about it, Hound Dog was, just a calm song, blues, way back when. But when she got hold of Hound Dog,
you got a video on Etta Jane. Wait a minute. You got a video of Ella Jane doing Hound Dog? Please send that to me. I thought I had everything Ella Jane had ever did because she's my idol. I talk about it in all my news interviews. You got something with Ella Jane doing Hound Dog?
Yeah, she did. Oh man, she's, excuse my language, but she's a badass. You both are, man. It's like, no, you got to hear Hound Dog.
Well,
You got to, no, you've never heard of the Hound Dog. I'm sorry.
No, but you, wait a minute, excuse my language. That's my idol, and I got everything she ever did. I've never saw nothing about her doing no Hound Dog. Now, I met Big Mama Thunder. She's the one originally did Hound Dog.
Yeah.
I met her. I mean, but Etta James did Hound Dog. Oh, Lord have mercy. You got to send
I'm going to
that
have to dig that out for you. I'll dig that out. I'll find that.
Oh, my God. Girl, I got to hurry and get with you. You making me want to come wherever you at. I'm telling you.
We're in Colorado today.
Party.
We're in Colorado for another few hours. Then we drive to Lubbock, Texas, and then we go to Natchitoches, Louisiana. We love Natchitoches. That's one of our favorite places. You got to play the blues when you're out there, too. And then we go to Florida. We go to Tampa, Florida. We travel full time. So it's kind of a cool road trip.
I ain't in a hurry to go to Florida right now.
I know.
I'll pass that one.
But
you ladies, please stay in touch. Please.
Oh, we will. We will for sure. I'll text you right after this, and we'll hook up on Facebook, and I'm going to find that Hound Dog. Yeah, I'm going to find the Hound Dog because I had that on a recording somewhere. I don't think I've seen the video, but I think I have a recording of it somewhere. And it's
my God.
I will find
it. Got to have it.
Okay, I'll get it to you.
I love you.
I love you.
And Nancy, you're kind of quiet. I see Shirley-King and took over the whole thing. She's the Shirley-King with you, okay? I thought I was loud and boisterous. I see I got another Shirley-King here. So like I said, I will be looking forward to meeting up with you all. I guess John is calling now because he want to make sure I did this interview, but I thank you all.
Thank you for joining us. And don't worry, Nancy gets hers in when it's time. Trust me, she's the mama, and then when she speaks, everybody, sits and listens.
Yeah, right.
There it is. All right, so here it is. Hoodoo Man Blues. We're going to play it. Thank you for joining us, Shirley. You take care.
So much fun.
An awesome summer. Stay safe, and we'll keep in touch.
All right, baby.
Take care.
Love you all.
Love you too. Thank you. Bye-bye. Here it is, Hoodoo Man Blues again, Shirley-King. Go get the new album. It is out now called Blues for a King, and it's off of Cleopatra-Records. Now, Cleopatra-Records, I'm sorry, I really do want their record player. But we want to thank everyone for joining us for our Toast of the Arts show today. We will be back on Sunday the 5th with Steve Rogers. So join us there, and we're going to talk about his music. And also, he's got a brand new album out, so we'll be talking about that. And we'll be in Lubbock, Texas at that time. We're going to be hanging with a cool cat, and I mean it, a really cool cat. So stay tuned for that. Keep up with us at bigblendradio.com. But here it is, Hoodoo Man Blues.